What's going on, everybody? My name's LUCK, aka Luck, and welcome to episode 6 of my Direwolf20 1.21 Modpack playthrough. Last episode, we got some power gen going. Very, very early game power gen. We set up a solar panel up on our roof, and we hooked up the lines to our coal generator there, our Just Dire Things coal generator, and we got some power, which is super cool. So in today's episode, similar to last episode, what we are working towards is we're going to start the early process of getting an AE system up and running, right? And we got quite a few steps that we have to get through to get there, right? So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing in today's episode. Let me just clean up my inventory a little bit. Flint and steel can live in here. And wood and dirt. I got a thing for that. And plants, right? Plants. Cool. Awesome. So first thing we have to do is we have to go. We did find an AE2 meteor right here. We may need to find more than just that one, right? We may need to find multiple. What is this? Did I? Oh, this is okay. Yeah. So this is one of those Evilcraft altar things. They're up in the air. I did see that one. We may need to find more than just that one meteor. Let's go ahead and open up applied energistics, right? So I don't know how the newer version works so much. So we're going to kind of work through this together, right? I know in older versions you used to have to find Certus in the world, right? I don't think you have to do that anymore though, right? Let's see. Fluix crystal, Fluix dust. Let's just kind of, I wish that they had like a manual for this, like a book, right? G to open up guide. Interesting. Certus course crystals possess the unique trait of accepting large quantities of energy due to their crystalline matrix. One of the primary ingredients for A2 blocks, devices, and items may be grown from budding. Made by growing it from budding Certus. Okay. Will sprout from budding Certus blocks similar to amethyst. If you break a bud, it will drop a Certus quartz dust, unchanged by fortune. If you break a fully... Okay, now where can we find one of these bad boys? Actually, it's starting to come back to me. I think... Don't we have to make one, right? I think we have to make one. And I'm sort of forgetting how. Certus quartz block, submerged in water. Okay. Reaction chamber. Reaction chamber is capable of accelerating chemical reactions. Okay. Okay, well, first things first, let's go and check out that meteor, right? Because once we get inside the meteor, it might, our lives might be a little bit easier, right? We might just find some of this stuff that we're actually looking for inside the meteor. So let's do that first. We're going to sleep through the night. Cool. And then we'll head up to the roof and we'll fly over to that meteor, right? Where? Oh, actually, I already have a waypoint there. Trees, right? Amethyst. That just doesn't say anything. Where was that? Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't want this to break, right? I forget, was there lava, like surface lava? in this biome? I don't think so. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably run over to this meteor, and I will meet you guys there in a second. All right, guys, so we are here at the meteor. Now, like I said, I haven't played with AE2 in a long time, let alone the newer version of AE2. So this is going to be interesting. Oh, there we go. We got some budding Cordis there, or Certus. Cool. Awesome. Now I don't know if I pick one of these up without Silk Touch. So what is this? Mysterious Cube, huh? What happens if I break it? Oh, it drops a whole bunch of cool stuff. There is a book for it. Guide. Look at that. Awesome. Oh, so this is just the guide that we... Okay. Got it. Okay. Cool. Awesome. We got one of these guys. Certus Quartz block, right? And do these break down? They do. Okay. Now here's the test. So this is a flawless. We don't want to break that one, right? But we have a chipped one. So if I break this, does it just... Oh, okay. So they stick around. Gotcha. What about flawless? Flawed. Oh, that's right. Okay, now I remember. These guys have a chance to lower in quality. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, at least now we have some of the Certus Quartz blocks, right? The budding Certus Quartz blocks. So I'm going to head back to the house and we'll get prepared to start doing some AE. Alright guys, so we are back from our little excursion here. So we do still get the presses. Okay. Engineering press, logic press, and silicon press. Are there any that we're missing? Oh, there's a good amount of them. Calculation. So we have the engineering, logic, and silicon. So we're missing the calculation, the name, and the energy. Okay. So we may have to go hunting for some more meteors, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is we're going to set these Certus Quartz guys up, right? I'm not sure if I have to do anything in particular to get them to grow, so we're just going to kind of throw them up here and see what happens. I don't think you'll grow. Yeah, we may want to do like this, right? So 1, 2, and then you, and then 1, 2, you, 1, 2, you. Okay. But we may want to do that. So let's do a couple of the flawed. So you're chipped. Let's do a couple of the flawed, and then we'll do a couple of the damaged, because I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure if these guys will just grow. I'm sure that it says something about it in the guide. So let's take a look. Getting started. To get started with Applied Energistics 2, one must first find a meteorite. These are fairly common and tend to leave massive holes in the terrain, so you probably encountered one in your travels. If you haven't, you can craft a meteorite compass, which will point you to the nearest mysterious cube. Once you've found a meteorite, mine to its center, you will find Certus Quartz clusters, Certus Quartz buds, budding Certus blocks of various types, and a mysterious cube in the center. Mine the Certus Quartz clusters and any Certus Quartz blocks you find. You can also pick up the budding Certus blocks but without Silk Touch, they will degrade by 1 tier. Okay, so they always degrade by 1 tier. Gotcha. Do not break any flawless budding Certus. Whoops. As even with Silk Touch, they will degrade to flawed, and it is impossible to repair them back to flawless. Also mine the mysterious cube in the center of the meteorite to gain all 4 inscriber presses. I did not gain 4. I did, actually. Cool. I missed that part. Okay. Growing Certus. Certus Quartz buds will sprout from the budding Certus Quartz. Certus blocks. Similar to amethyst, if you break a bud that is not finished growing, it'll drop 1 Certus quartz dust, unchanged by fortune. If you break a fully grown cluster, it will drop 4 crystals, and fortune will increase this number. There are 4 tiers of budding Certus blocks: flawless, flawed, chipped, and damaged. Gotcha. Every time a bud grows by another stage, the budding block has a chance to degrade by 1 tier, eventually turning into a plain Certus quartz blocks. They can be repaired and new budding blocks created by throwing the budding block or a Certus quartz block in water with 1 or more charged Certus quartz crystals. Gotcha. Flawless budding Certus blocks. I hope that you guys don't mind that these first few episodes where I'm getting this AE system set up are going to be a lot of reading, just because, like I said, I haven't played with AE in a long time, and especially like this newer version of AE with the budding blocks and stuff. It just seems like they're making this mod way too overly complicated, but hey, I'm here for it. Flawless budding Certus blocks will not degrade and will regenerate Certus infinitely. Gotcha. However, they cannot be crafted or moved with a pickaxe, even with Silk Touch. They can be moved with spatial storage, though. Gotcha. By themselves, Certus quartz buds grow very slowly. Luckily, the growth accelerator massively accelerates this process when placed adjacent to the budding block. You should build a few of these as your first priority. Okay. If you do not have enough quartz to also make the energy acceptor or vibration chamber, you can make a wooden crank and stick it in the end of your accelerator. Harvesting the Certus automatically is described here. Gotcha. So I guess let's first start with trying to get these growth accelerators, right? We'll just follow the guide, right? Why not? Growth accelerator. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty involved. Quartz glass. Huh? So we need some of this Certus quartz dust. Okay, so I guess let's break down these and let's see, how can we get the dust? Do we have any interesting ways of getting the dust? Crusher for mechanism. The inscriber. What would it take to get an inscriber? That's not too bad. So let's do that. And did it say it needed an energy acceptor, right? Energy acceptor. That requires the quartz glass. Okay. Did we get any dust? We did not. But it said I could break those to get dust. Okay. Gotcha. So if we wanted to get the energy acceptor so that we can make the Certus quartz dust, we would need 4. So we need 5 of these Certus quartz dusts. Okay. Interesting. All right, so what I'm going to do, we're going to hang out here for a few minutes. I'm just going to let these things do their thing, right? And I will come back as soon as I get 5 of these dusts. All right, guys, we are back. So I mined up a bunch of this Certus quartz dust. I got 4, and then I left to go refill my lemonade here, and we got 2 more that grew. Cool. Sweet. So now we have enough to go ahead and make our quartz glass, right? So we want an inscriber, right? Inscriber. No, we were working on the acceptor. That's right. That's why it was up. Energy acceptor. Okay. So we need some of this quartz glass, which is just regular glass with 5 of these. Okay. Seems doable. We may need to cook up some more glass. Didn't I just put... No, there's a piece of glass. Let's go ahead and smelt some of this up. So once we get the energy acceptor, right, are there... I think you just use the cables, right, to transfer power. ME cable. ME cable. Is there... Do they have to be... Luke's glass cable. Is that what we're looking for? While ME networks are also created by adjacent ME capable machines, cables are the primary way of extending an ME network over large areas. Different colored cables can be used to ensure adjacent cables do not connect to each other, allowing channels to be distributed more efficiently. They also affect the color of terminals connected to them, so you don't have to have all of your terminals be purple. Fluix cables connect to every other color. Of note, channels have nothing to do with cable color. An important note, if you are new to AE2 and unfamiliar with channels, use smart cable and dense smart cable wherever you can. It will show how channels are routed through your network, making their behavior more understandable. Another note, these are not item or fluid or energy or etc. pipes. They have no internal inventory. Pattern providers and machines do not push into them. All they do is connect AE devices together into a network. Okay. Interesting. So it says they're not energy cables, but I'm assuming that if it works how I think it does, they will actually provide energy to... Oh, we need copper and iron, right? They will actually provide energy to the inscribers, if I'm kind of guessing that correctly. Which I might not be. Okay, energy acceptor. Cool. So let's do this. Let's put you here, right? Just kind of for right now. May need to make some more power cables. Alright, so let's do this. Let's bring you down here like this. Device offline. Why are you offline? Why do? Okay. Let's just move to the inscriber and see if the inscriber can help us. Maybe it's offline because it doesn't have anywhere to put energy. I don't know. We'll see. It might explain it in the guide, maybe. But I like to learn by doing. So let's just grab a whole bunch of iron. Let's grab some redstone. Let's grab some cobble. We have cobble. And let's grab some wood. And I think we're good to make this, right? We do need to get a couple more, or a piece of copper. And I know at some point we're going to want more than one inscriber, but at least this way it'll help us kind of progress a little bit further so that we can get dust without having to wait for these things. So let's see. If I put you there... You don't like that. Okay. What if I just attached a cable directly to you? You also don't like that. Okay. Let's read into it. Where was I? Getting started. Okay. So, let's see. Inscribing some processors, quickside on Fluix. Okay. If you don't have enough quartz, you need to make an energy acceptor or vibration chamber. You can make a wooden crank and stick it at the end of your accelerator. Energy acceptor. The energy acceptor converts common forms of energy into from other tech mods into AE2's internal form of energy, AE. While the ME controller can also do this, controller faces are valuable, so it's often better to use an energy acceptor instead. Okay. The speed of conversion is entirely dependent on how much AE your network can store, for reasons that are explained on this page. Energy acceptors come in two different variants, normal and flat subpart. This allows you to make some setups more compact. Okay. Your network will require energy to run. Networks have a pool of energy that devices directly pull from, and vibration chambers and energy acceptors and ME controllers add to it. You can see the energy statistics for a network by right-clicking anywhere on it with the network tool, or by right-clicking the network's controller, if it has one. This network-wide storage and distribution means that there are no energy transfer rate limits, so devices can pull arbitrarily high amounts of energy, and energy acceptors can intake at functionally unlimited speed, only limited by your energy storage. AE2 does not use Forge energy or Tech Reborn energy internally. Instead, it converts it to its own unit. Energy storage. Energy cell, huh? For relatively obvious reasons, a network cannot intake or consume more energy in a game tick than it can store. So if I wanted to make an energy cell, let's say, maybe the reason that it's not doing its thing is because it needs a place to put it. That requires Fluix and it requires charged Certus. Charger. Okay. Charger provides a way to charge supported tools and charge Certus cores. Power can be provided via the top or bottom via either AE2's cables or other mods' power cables. Okay. So that might be what we need currently. So let's go up and grab a couple more pieces of copper. Charger, boom. Cool. So now if I slap you here, and what say you if I give you a piece of this? Do things. I did read that correctly, right? Power can be provided via top or bottom via either AE2 cables or other mod power cables. It can accept either AE2 power or Forge energy. Items can be inserted or removed from any side. Only the results can be removed, so no need for filters to prevent removing Certus crystals instead of charged Certus can be rotated. To power it, manually place a wooden crank on the top or bottom and right-click it until the item is charged. Oh, that would be why nothing is working. That would be why. Because you don't want to connect. What are you doing there, bud? Why don't you want to connect? Was that the last of my... Oh no, there we go. Hey, there we go. Look at that. We figured it out. We figured it out. It's because I was a derp and I never connected that. So I'm assuming, right, then if we put this guy here, device offline. Now why are you offline? Okay, we'll have to figure that part out, but let's go see about getting some more cables from Power, right? At Power cables. Okay, cool. So what do we have? We have this guy. We need this. We have iron on us. We're getting low on iron, so I'm definitely gonna have to do a mining trip in between episodes for sure. So we might not even have enough to really do much here, but we're gonna do as much as we can. And we need nuggets. Nuggets. Cool. And boom. Awesome. Let's put all this back in here because my inventory is getting insanely clogged up. Okay. So now, if I wanted to, say, hook up this inscriber, right? And I did this, Okay, cool. So you accept regular power, which is cool. And now we have some charged Certus quartz. Awesome. I'm assuming that you can only charge one at a time, right? Yes. That sounds correct. Awesome. Very cool. All right, so now we have charged Certus quartz. All right, so let's go back to getting started, because now we want to look at getting these growth accelerators, right? Oh, and they work on crops. Look at that. Growth accelerator. Okay, let's see. Growth. Oh, at applied growth. Growth accelerator. So it needs 2 of these. We're going to need more of that quartz glass. The Fluix cable. How do you make quartz fiber? We're going to need a lot more quartz. I guess that's part of the reason that they tell you to get those accelerators up and running first. Right? Kind of makes sense now. Okay. So, Fluix crystal. How do you make one of these in world? Fluix dust. How do you make Fluix dust? Let's go to the guide. A Fluix crystal can be crushed by an inscriber. How do you make a Fluix crystal? Fluix crystals possess the unique ability to absorb and convert energy from one form to another, and are the foundation of all matter energy technology. One of the primary ingredients for AE2 blocks, devices, and items made by throwing nether quartz, redstone, and charged Certus quartz in water. It can be automated using ME formation plane and ME annihilation plane. Okay, that was. Nether quartz, redstone, and charged Certus. Okay. So we have 2 pieces of charged Certus. We have redstone. We should have nether quartz. Yeah, we totally do. Let's go try this out. I probably should just grab like a bucket of water and bring it over here, shouldn't I? I'm wondering, do I have 2 buckets? Do I not have any buckets? I could have swore... Oh, I do have 1. All right, so let's get another bucket. I know we're getting dangerously low on iron, but it'll be worth it to not have to run back and forth between this little pond back here. And all my trees are growing nicely. Cool. And you love it. You love to see it. It's too bad they won't let us use amethyst instead of this... all this Certus stuff, because I got plenty of that around me. Cool. I did get a tip in between episodes that if I make charcoal blocks and put them in the Direwolf, the Just Direwolf, Just Dire coal generator thing, you get 10 charcoal worth of energy out of it. So I probably will do that, because that seems cool. So let's go down here. And one thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make an infinite water source, right? So let's do that and that. Okay, so now if I throw this, and this in here, it should make 2 Fluix, right? I don't know how long it takes. I don't know. I don't really know much about it. Let's see. Oh. You, and... Okay. You. Oh, that was quick. Oh, and it makes 2 per. Okay. Cool. Alright. Okay. Alright. Guys, I'm on my way to being an AE master. Alright. So we wanted these guys. Fluix block. So I'm going to need a lot more of those. Because I want at least 2 for these guys, right? So let's start getting these all charged up because we're going to need a lot more of those. And then let's take a look and see what's involved with this stuff. Quartz fiber. That could be doable. We get 3. Okay. You get 4 per with this. Okay, cool. All right. Very cool. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Like I said, it has been a minute since I messed around with AE2. So I'm kind of like relearning as I go. But there's a lot of new mechanics. This is gonna be our AE2 chest, right? Just to kind of get some stuff out of our inventory. Won't have to deal with all this for very much longer, because once we get this system up and running, we can just dump all of our junk into there. Okay, let's go down and grab this guy, and we'll get another one made up, and then we'll start reading a little bit more. Okay, so getting started. So we are on our way to getting the growth accelerators. Cool. A quick aside on Fluix. Another material you'll need is Fluix, which you've already encountered. It's made, yep, we figured that part out because we are MLG AE players. Inscribing some processors. In your looting of a meteorite, you will have found 4 presses from breaking the mysterious cube. These are used in the inscriber to make the 3 types of processor. The inscriber is a sided machine, much like the vanilla furnace. Inserting from the top or bottom places it in the top or bottom slots, and inserting from the side or back inserts it into the center slot. Results can be pulled from the side or back. Now that's a little interesting, because didn't it say that the inscriber can only accept power from the top or bottom? Oops. Let's see. The inscriber is used, blah, 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 to crush various items or fabric element. It can be sided, such as inserting items from different sides to facilitate the size of the... what does it say? Maybe I wasn't reading it correctly about this guy. Maybe that was the charger guy. Okay. And how's all my crystals coming? Very slow. Very, very slow. Okay. Getting started again. We're back here. Let's see. Where was I? Okay. The inscriber is a sided machine. Yep, we read that. Results can be pulled from the side or back. To facilitate automation with hoppers and possibly reduce pipe spaghetti, inscribers can be rotated with a Certus course wrench. Okay. Produce a few of each type of processor in preparation for the next step, making a very basic ME system. Automating processor production is left as an exercise for the reader. Okay. Matter Energy Tech, ME Networks and Storage. What is an ME storage? It's pronounced ME and stands for Matter Energy. Matter Energy is the main component of Applied Energistics 2. It's like a mad scientist version of multi-block chess, and it can revolutionize your storage situation. ME is extremely different than any other storage system in Minecraft, except for Refined Storage or Tom's Simple Storage, and it might take a little out-of-the-box thinking to get used to it, but once you get started, vast amounts of energy in tiny spaces and multiple access terminals are just the tip of the iceberg of what becomes possible. What do I need to know to get started? First, ME stores items inside of other items called storage cells. There are 5 tiers with ever-increasing amounts of storage. In order to use a storage cell, it must be placed inside either an ME chest or an ME drive. The ME chest shows you the contents of the cell as soon as it's placed inside and can add and remove items from it as if it were a chest, with the exception that the items are actually stored in the storage cells and not the ME chest itself. The ME chest is quite situational and limited in utility. To really take advantage of AE2, you need to set up an ME network. Okay. Cool. Your very first ME system. So we'll probably get to that next episode. For right now, I just want to work on these growth accelerators, right? Because those seem pretty cool, and we're going to need a lot of this this quartz, the Certus quartz, right? So let's go ahead. We're going to wait for one more of these charge guys. Cool. And then we're going to throw a whole bunch of them in the water. So we have 4, so we need 4 pieces of redstone. We had it on us, and we need 4 nether quartz. Cool. Awesome. So let's make a whole bunch of fluix. Now, I don't know what the most like efficient way of doing this is, or if I'm wasting resources or all that good stuff. If I am, just let me know down below. Like I said, I'm fairly inexperienced with AE2, especially the newer versions. I've always just used refined storage because it's simpler. But all right, so we got fluix crystals. Cool. Let's get these growth accelerators. We need more quartz glass, so we're gonna need glass. Yeah. That is a thing. That is certainly a thing. Where was... Whoa, my map. Okay. This guy, Creo Sword. Creo Sword. Should we wait for... We should wait for nighttime, shouldn't we? I'm going to wait for nighttime, and then we'll sleep through the night, and I'll meet you guys over at Creo Sword, and we'll get some sand. Alright guys, we are here in the swamp, right above where I usually get my sand at, and I just realized, rather than grabbing, or teleporting here and then running through this annoying swamp all the way down to that beach to get sand, I'm just going to put the stupid waystone over in the sand, right? That just seems smart. So I'll meet you guys over there, and I'll see you guys in a second. I mean, what's the point in having waystones if you're not going to use them efficiently, right? There we go. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and grab some sand. We don't need a ton. Maybe we'll just get like 32 pieces. Because, I mean, there's so much here. Like, we could always come back and get more. So, we already got more than 32. Okay, that'll work. Okay, cool. Back to new base. Awesome. I do want to readjust that config so that it doesn't use levels to teleport. I'm not a big fan of that mechanic. So growth accelerators. So we need 4. So 1 craft of these will do what we need to do. So we just need this glass here. And I guess we don't absolutely have to be using our energy either. We can do this, right? We'll put you guys in here. Let's grab a whole bunch of bamboo. Boom. Boom, boom, and boom, boom. Cool. And let's see, steel, you go in the metal chest. And like that. Cool. And let's get some more quartz glass. And then can we just straight up craft 2 of these? We need 2 of these fluix blocks. That's right. That's right. Boom, and growth accelerator. Cool. Now, let's see, because I'm curious. So if I put you here, right? Like that. I think I might want you like this, right? Yeah, like that, but next to the block, please. Because I think you accept power from the top, right? Now, I don't remember. We're gonna test it without the energy acceptor. I just want to see what it does, because it might be fine. Who knows? Maybe it doesn't need the energy acceptor. Let's see. So if I do that, you look like you're okay without an energy acceptor, but we'll see. Yeah, you're totally fine. You're totally cool. I think the guide lied to me. Either that or I didn't read it correctly, which is also a possibility. We're going to need more of those power cables. Let's see. We're going to need this and you guys. So we need... Nope, like this. That's what it was. Okay, and we need some more nuggets. And if I remember correctly, it was this, right? Yeah, cool. Starting to remember patterns. Let's go. And you're already done. That's super cool. Super, super cool. Let's go. So now this thing does... Okay, yeah, okay. So each time that you harvest one of these, there's a chance to turn it into a block like that. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. How much... We're still cranking along with energy, which is super cool. And then this you can change back into a damaged one, right? And then what can you do? So for charged, we can turn this back into a better version of one, right? So let's charge up a couple of these guys. I'm going to wait for these to fully grow before I begin harvesting them. And I guess we'll use the little ones as just kind of to get like dust, right? Did you charge it? Cool. Alright, you're taking a while. Oh, you already got turned... Okay, so each time that they grow, they have a chance to turn into a chipped. So it's not necessarily when I harvest. It's when they grow. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. But at least now we have a way to produce more of these Certus quartz. I actually like that mechanic a lot. I have to be honest. I was never a huge fan of having to get Certus quartz in the world, right? So I'm actually a big fan of that. I like that. So let's try this. Nope. Why? My character has like an unnaturally far magnetism. I don't have anything that's like magnety. Let's see. So if I toss you guys, right? Boom, boom. Cool. I like it. I like it. So then I can turn this guy into a damaged, right? Flawed. Oh, okay. So if I just toss them all in there. Okay. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, I like that. Okay. Okay. All right, Applied Energistics. I see you. Okay, it's already down to chipped, though. And it's already back down to damaged. Okay. Let's try that one more time, because I just want to verify that that's how that works. So, let's grab... Yeah, so you're already damaged. Okay. You're big done. Okay. And then we'll do one more, right? And then, if my suspicions are correct... we should be able to throw this in with 3 charged ones, and it should just automatically make a flawed one, right? Let's see. Boom, boom. Yeah, super cool. And it said that you can't go to flawless with it. So the next meteor that we find, we're going to have to leave it. But yeah, so I think we're going to call it there, guys. We got a pretty good amount of stuff done today. We got our Certus quartz growth up and running, right? I don't know if this setup will live here forever, but for right now, it just kind of works. right? It's out of the way. It's in the basement. So yeah. Next episode, when we come back, we'll get started on that starter ME system, and we'll get all our stuff in there, which will be pretty cool. I think we're going to do another sub challenge this week. So we got super close last week, right? I think I ended Friday evening with like 368, I want to say, right? And I only asked to get up to 375. So we're going to start the week with the challenge again. We're currently at 370. If we can hit 380 by Friday, we'll do a bonus episode on Saturday. And it'll be, like I said, it'll be a special episode. It won't be working on any kind of stuff in the game. It'll be a special episode, a special bonus episode, and it'll be an extra long episode, which will be fun. So yeah, guys, like I said, we're going to wrap it up there. I am LUCK, of course. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to hit that sub button. Make sure to hit that like button. And I will catch you all next time. See ya.